Hello everyone, my name is Leon Gonzalez. I'm starting this YouTube channel with the purpose of sharing what I find interesting, basically. Most of it will be art related, and well, I just like painting, drawing, and I like playing guitar. I guess I will be sharing stuff mainly related to those topics. My intention is to start conversations. I know there's lots of incredibly talented guys out there, and I would love to learn from you guys as well. So here you go. I hope you like this portrait. It took me about, I would say, a month and a half or 2 months to complete this one. It's for a couple of friends of mine, and my friend wanted to give this portrait to her husband, and it was a great opportunity for me to learn a lot because, well, this is about my, I would say, fifth portrait that I make in oil on canvas, and I really like this medium. I was very used to working on acrylic mainly, so there I am tracing the shape. It's just a sketch, make sure everything is in its right place. I'm just using I believe it was, I have it here, yes, it was burnt sienna. At this point I'm trying to establish the main colors. It was going to be a very cold looking portrait because it's in an outdoor scene. It was, I guess, midday, blue sky, no clouds, and so I was really not very sure how it was going to look at the beginning, but I just decided to go for it. I used mainly ultramarine blue, and on the pants and the sky it was mainly Prussian blue, I believe, with titanium white. There on the horse skin, I started using, I believe it was burnt umber with ultramarine blue, and of course a little titanium white on the highlights. But mainly here I'm just focusing on getting this zoning, all the areas right. It was very interesting for me. Yes, trying to make all the basic shapes of the horse be in the right place, so I don't have much trouble adjusting a lot later. Yes, there I started establishing a little more darker, shadows in the shirt. And yes, this part, so like I said, I was very well, not very afraid, but I was afraid it was going to look very dull, very cold, so that's why I added some raw sienna with oil to make it transparent as a layer to the on the sky, so to add a little depth. It was about three coats for the sky, and I used that fan brush to really make the grass feel like you can see all the blades separate. There on the face I am adding, it was like a grayish combination. To add warmth, I added, it was a cobalt violet blue that I had there in my jar, and it was a mixture. I honestly added about 3 or 4 colors there until I felt that it was looking still grayish, like a shadow, but warmer for the face. I'm trying to be very careful there with the face, because on the original picture that I was copying this from, it was like a shadow. It was very hard to distinguish the features on the face, but I feel like I was pretty close to the face in the portrait. I didn't try to make to paint more than what was really there in the image. Just trying to be careful and respect that not every time you cannot see everything every time. That's what I mean. Sometimes if you leave some stuff to the imagination, the brain works, and I mean the person that is watching the portrait, they complete those gaps that you leave to their imagination. Just make sure that you have those shadows, those shades right. So there I'm adding more layers to the shirt. When sometimes the oil would kind of dry in between before I would come back to the portrait, so I added like a layer of, not too much, but oil, to make it easier for me to come back and add a new tone and still manage it like it was blending to the background. So there I'm working on all the chains, and I don't know what the word is for that, honestly. But all the strings that you use for the horse. And yes, as you can tell, I speak Spanish mainly, but here I am in the United States, so I guess I'm learning a lot of English, and I'm very exposed to English every day. So hopefully in my videos you will see that it gets better. We're all just doing our best, right? Let's see. Yeah, something that you see there is that I'm working on the watch. I'm working on making those lines in the horse's hair look just very detailed. Something that I learned in this portrait is that once you establish a standard in one of the parts, in one of the sections for your portrait, you cannot compromise on the background, on the small unimportant details. I believe that's what really makes your work stand out, because people will see the whole thing, and those small details that are in the background or surrounding the main subject are the ones that, I guess, in a subconscious level, if that's a term, will give this message to the viewer, telling them this is something that is close to reality. So yes, I tried to take a shortcut there on the concrete section, the way where the horse is walking. I was very tired by then. I guess it was about 3 a.m. in the morning. It was Christmas, as you can tell when I'm signing it. And I just tried to take a shortcut and just paint it very easily, but it just didn't look right, so I had to cover it again and paint it with a lot of care. So yes, I hope you liked this portrait. Honestly, I felt very happy. In about 6 months, I'll ask my friend to send it back to me so I can varnish it, and hopefully the colors will come a little more to life. So like I was telling you, the idea with these videos is to share something with you of the stuff that I am very interested in. Sometimes if I find a book that I like a lot, I guess I'll talk to you about it. I wanted to ask you as well if you have ideas on how I can illuminate my studio. This is a very dark place, a very dark room. I was actually, most of the time I was painting in my kitchen because that is way more illuminated. It has more natural light. But again, I would like to have some kind of light that I can control, because most of the time I can only paint during the night. If you guys have ideas on what type of lamps I can buy that are not very expensive, of course we will want to save some money, please write it in the comments. And if you like this video, please, I would be honored if you hit that like button and you subscribe and share with your friends. And hopefully I'll be uploading a video every 2 weeks. I want to get to the point where I am uploading 1 or 2 every week, but we will get there eventually. And thank you guys, God bless you. Hope you liked it. Bye bye.